Hello students, myself Professor Ankur. I welcome everyone for the gate sum session on analog circuits. Today we are going to solve important sums on op-amp and its application. So let's start with sum session 1 on op-amp and its application. So this question is from the GATE 2020 EC paper. Let's have a look at the question. The question says, the components in the circuitry shown below are ideal. So let's have a look at the circuitry. This is circuitry. If op-amp is in positive feedback and the input voltage Vi is a sine wave of amplitude 1 volt, the output voltage Vo is, there are four options. Option A, a non-inverted sine wave of 2 volt amplitude. Option B, an inverted sine wave of 1 volt amplitude. Option C, a square wave of 5 volt amplitude. Option D, a constant of either plus 5 or minus 5. Now let's have a look at the diagram carefully. You can see the Vi is given to the plus pin and the feedback is also connected to the plus pin, implies this circuitry is going to work like a comparator. So now with that logic, because whenever we talk about op-amp as amplifier, the feedback has to go to the minus pin. So this circuitry is working like a comparator circuitry. So it's definite that the output of the circuitry has to be plus Vsat or minus Vsat. But if you observe the circuitry carefully, this is basically like a Schmitt trigger circuit. Now with that logic, if it's a Schmitt trigger circuitry, it is a non-inverting Schmitt trigger circuit. Now if it is a non-inverting Schmitt trigger circuitry, the input is compared with the reference points. And if the input crosses the reference point, the output will switch from plus Vsat to minus Vsat or minus Vsat to plus Vsat. So with that logic, let's check what are the reference voltages. So for that, the feedback resistance Rf is 1 kilo ohm and the path resistance R1 is also 1 kilo ohm. So when we start with the solution, the first thing we need to understand that this circuitry is basically a non-inverting Schmitt trigger circuitry, where the reference level will be given as Vsat into R1 by Rf. So here the Vsat value will be 5 because the VCC supply is plus minus 5. So the maximum possible value of Vsat can be 5. So it will be 5 into 1k by 1k, which will give me plus 5. Similarly, the minus Vref will come as minus 5. Implies whenever I connect a sine wave at the input pin defined as Vi, the sine wave will be compared with respect to the positive reference and the negative reference, that is plus 5 and minus 5. On crossing those points, I repeat, on crossing those points, the output will switch from plus Vsat to minus Vsat or minus Vsat to plus Vsat. So, but if your observation is very sharp here, that is possible only when the input has to cross the reference. Since the input is a sine wave of 1 volt peak, it will never cross the positive reference or the negative reference in either of the cases. Implies the output will never change its state. If the output cannot change its state, implies the output will be either plus Vsat or minus Vsat. And that's the reason the correct answer for this question is option D. The output has to be either plus 5 or minus 5. Next question. This is from the GATE 2020 ECE paper. Let's have a look at the question. The question is, in the circuitry shown below, all components are ideal. Let's have a look at the circuitry. So this is a circuitry. So if your observation is sharp, you can see Vi connected to the plus pin. The op-amp is in feedback configuration where the feedback resistor is connected to the minus pin, implies it will work like an amplifier. Now the question is, if Vi is plus 2 volt, the current IO sourced by op-amp is dash milliampere. So we are supposed to find the value of current IO. So now if the value of Vi is 2 volt, so this is the Vi which is connected at the plus pin of the op-amp, which is the non-inverting pin. So using the property of the op-amp, the potential of non-inverting pin is same as the potential of the inverting pin. Automatically at the inverting pin, the potential will be 2 volt. So now if I want to find IO, I need to go for a KCL equation at the output node. So the KCL equation at the output node will give me a logic VO minus VI by 1K minus IO plus VO by 1K will give me equal to 0. So with that logic, I need to first find the value of VO. Since your input is 2 volt and it is applied to the plus pin of the op amp and the op amp is in non-inverting configuration, the output of the op amp will be 1 plus RF by R1 times VI. So RF is 1K, RI is also R1 is also 1K. So the output will be 2 times VI. So the VI value is 2 volt, output will come as 4 volt. You can put that value of VO as 4 volt in the equation and the value of VI as 2 volt in the equation. We'll end up with IO equal to 6 milliampere. So now it is as good as the output current of the op amp is going to be 6 milliampere. Again, this is from the GATE 2020 EC paper. Let's have a look at the question. The question says, the components in the circuitry shown given are ideal. If R is equal to 2 kilo ohm, C is equal to 1 microfarad, the 3 dB cutoff frequency of the circuit in hertz is. Now, if your observation is very sharp, you can see the op amp carefully. You can see the input is connected via a network and there is a feedback element also, which is a composition of R and C. At the input, you can see R, 2C and 2R, and in the feedback section, you can see R and C. Now, if the observation is very sharp, whenever we have discussed the cutoff frequency, the cutoff frequency is normally controlled by the capacitor and resistor of the feedback element. And that's the reason the cutoff frequency can be taken as Fx, which will be 1 by 2 pi RC, because the feedback element is having one resistor of value R and a capacitor of value C. So the value will be 1 by 2 pi RC, where R can be put as 2 kilo ohm, C will be put as 1 microfarad. The value of Fx on solving gives you 79.58 Hertz. Hence the correct answer for this question is answer D, 79.58 Hertz. So this is the way in which you will solve this question.